you're going to want to watch this video whether you're a man or woman today. And I know that a majority of my viewers are men, about 70%. And I have a range. I have all the way from millennial men all the way up to men over the age of 65. And then for women, I mostly have women that are in their 30s and 40s. So this video is geared towards women. It's about using the vulva, meaning you either use it or you lose it, and I'm going to explain that in some technical terms. So if you are a man watching this, please pass this video on to your wife, to a good friend if you have a female friend, or a girlfriend, because not only is it going to help them, but it can really help you in your relationship as far as having good, healthy sex. So it's really important that women continue to either have sex or they masturbate, because this is part of sexual health, so that the vulva, which is the area that is the clitoris, the urethra, the inner and outer lips, and also the vaginal opening, all of this fills with blood. And when you have blood circulating through it, it's healthy for the tissue, it's healthy for the muscles. If you're having orgasms, the contractions are helping to strengthen the muscle. And you'll notice if you do exercises like Kegel exercises where you're strengthening your PC muscle, you'll notice that your orgasms are even better. And you'll also notice that you can hold your urine better. But not only that, we're talking about using your vagina. And as far as women for years, if they go through where they're not using the vagina, especially if they're getting older, even after reaching menopause, you can have problems with having intercourse. So it's important to really get to know your body well, to find out what's pleasurable. And when you do masturbate or when you do have intercourse regularly, you're going to want to have it more often because it stimulates the area, it makes you more desirous, and it feels pleasurable. And so it produces arousal. And so when you're continually arousing yourself, you're going to want more of it. And so more often than not, when people get into a relationship, men and women, men tend to continue to masturbate in between sex, but women most of the time don't. And what happens is you end up having this kind of mismatch desire. So the man continues to masturbate. It's part of his pattern. It's part of his routine. It keeps up his sex drive. But for the woman, she's not masturbating as much, so she's losing more desire. She's not getting aroused as much. The blood is not flowing there as often, even though it naturally does in your body. So you have to have blood flow. Both men and women will have a blood flow during the night when they sleep because the area does get engorged, which is normal. But to have it happen more often and also to have regular orgasms is really important for sexual health, because the more that you use it and the more that it's pleasurable, you'll notice the connection with your brain too. Your brain now sees that as desirable, pleasurable. You feel more sexy, you feel more aroused. But if you're really not interacting, not having much sexual relations, and you're not doing much masturbation, then it really doesn't become a part of your habit, and then you want to do it less and less. And it's kind of like exercising. Exercising is really good for you. It's good for your mind, it's good for your body, it's good for your blood flow. It just makes you feel, overall healthy, and it also clears your mind so you can think better. Well, you can look at this the same way as having an orgasm, as being aroused. This also has the effect that exercise has, because again, you're having blood flow to the area. You're releasing really awesome hormones so that you feel better. They make you feel more relaxed. It's a great way to relieve stress. You're also getting in the habit of being aroused, getting aroused, so you're able to get aroused a little easier. You're able to tap in your mind and your body so that when you do want to have sex, or you and your spouse are engaged in sexual activity, you can tap into your desire a little bit easier. If you go for long periods of time where you're just not having sex and you're saying, well, I don't feel like I'm desiring sex, well, you're not going to if it doesn't become part of your pattern. So what I'm really trying to say is, even if you don't feel desirous, even if you are not craving sex or wanting to have sex, it's still important to keep up a routine of either masturbating or having intercourse. And obviously I'm talking about when you're in a relationship with somebody that you know, are consistently with, your spouse preferably, or long-term relationship where sex is very important, not only for your health but also maintaining a good sexual relationship with your spouse. So you're going to want to pass this video on to the woman that you love. And if you're a woman watching this, take it into your own hands, literally, and start to masturbate at least a couple times a week. And you will notice after maybe a month or 2 months that you start feeling a little bit more desirous, or it's easier to get into the routine of turning yourself on. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment. As you know, I believe everyone deserves to have a healthy sex life, and so do you.